A great celebration is being held all over the free world, and it has a positive influence even in the less happy and darker places too, because it's almost impossible to keep anything secret nowadays. It is a celebration of joy and fun and happiness and above all pride. Slowly, people who didn't fit into the mold of conventional sexuality were liberated, could come out and no longer be afraid of their families and society. Laws changed and are continuing to change. But an important part in the liberation struggle was the need for people to show to each other that they were not alone, that they need not be afraid, that if they came out, there were others that would support them. Instead of living a life of excuses, hypocrisy and deception, people could not only be recognized and accepted, but they could take positive pride in being who they were. When people are alone, they are afraid. People who dared to love who they were not supposed to love could now face the world instead of hiding and feeling guilty and ashamed. We have a lot to learn from gay pride, and there are many parallels with people of no religion. As you know, it's illegal for people in many parts of the world not to have a religion. It's treated as a sort of identification, in the same way as sex or age is. There are the same family pressures as with gay people, and fear of coming out. There are the same legal pressures. People of different religions cannot marry. They also cannot live together, and often cannot be together. We need an infidel pride movement, not to compete with gay pride, perhaps at a different time of year, but one which is full of the same joy and happiness and creativity, an expression of the love and solidarity that people can have with one another without having to check their badges first. Some folks may choose to be provocative, although I'm not necessarily recommending it. But there's lots that everyone can do. This is actually very important. It's part of the fight back. We must stop being defensive and start being positive. There are lots of initiatives we can have. For example, you can give coins in change and notes overstamped with God struck out. You can have arts and music. Take back the methods that religious people have to worm their way inside our heads with their songs, for example. The one thing that really does hurt the religious powermongers is humor. The impacts of cartoons and comedy is devastating. We need a great festival of infidel art. Let's plant the seed in as many countries as possible. Let's make a committee and work towards making the first International Infidel Pride Week in 2011.